Community-minded housing types, things like condominiums and townhouses, becoming increasingly popular. Nationally, they represent about 1 out of every 10 units sold. In the Metro Chicago area, that number is significantly higher. If you're looking at a high-rise, it's very easy to identify that as condominiums. So stacked units in an elevator building, I think we all recognize that that's a condominium. Where the confusion comes in is the side-by-side units, the row houses that could be a townhome or could be a condominium. So if we look at some of the most obvious distinguishing characteristics between the two property types, if you say condominium, one unit atop another, they're stacked. And in a condominium ownership, you own the unit, inside surfaces of the walls and everything that's attached to them. So all of the fixtures and the finishes, the building itself, you have common ownership in. So things like hallways and elevators, if there are amenities, things like fitness centers perhaps, or rooftop decks, those are all owned communally with your other condo owners. Conversely, in a townhouse, you own the unit and the land that it sits on and the air above. And that is to say there can be nothing above or below you in townhome ownership. You might have a common wall. If you're an end unit, you might have even two common walls if you're an interior unit, but you own the unit and the land that it sits on. You might think to yourself, well, if I have a client that's looking for a townhouse, or if I'm representing row house or a townhouse as a listing agent, a seller's agent, does it really matter? And the answer is it absolutely does. The property type impacts the terms of the financing. And so financing terms vary based on one property type to another. If you have a client that thinks that they're purchasing a townhome, a row home, and it turns out actually to be a condominium, it could impact the terms of the financing for that transaction. And so you want to be very aware, both as a listing agent so that you're representing the property type correctly, and as a buyer's agent so that your buyer understands what the legal property type is. Reach out to any member of our Key Mortgage team to discuss ownership types, to ask about the specifics of any particular property address. We are here and welcome the opportunity to be of help. Take care. Thank you for your time. Have a great week.